Today is day in the life part 4, and I'm gonna walk you guys through my trading day again. So just a quick recap from last time. SPX is pretty close to all-time highs, so yeah, pretty exciting times, especially after the big dip we saw in April. So potentially could be playing calls today, but start to see some weakness on June 11th. So today's June 12th, and could potentially be showing you guys me playing calls and puts, but you know, we'll watch and see. And then afterwards, gonna take you guys to the mall. Gonna do a little bit of shopping just because I'm going on a trip next month. And gonna finish it off with going out to eat with Juan. We're gonna take him to a sushi restaurant. So yeah, looking forward to showing you guys more of an actual day in the life of Brando. Alright guys, so it's pretty early in the morning still, and I do like to do some meditation before the market opens just to clear my mind, to just get myself in the right mindset before trading. So before, you know, the market opens, there's a lot going on in my head, you know, thinking about business, thinking about stocks and many other things. So meditation is a really good way to just clear everything out and just have an objective mind before you start actually trading at the open. Usually I'll meditate between 15 and 30 minutes. For today, I'll just do probably 15 minutes just to show you guys like what I do, but it's basically just me sitting Indian style on the ground and just close my eyes and basically just try to not think about anything. So I'm gonna start now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
So what's the move right now?
Alright, so we have about 5-6 minutes until the market opens, and there's a little bit of a gap down today. Yesterday, SPX started to really pull back. We had about a 57-point reversal from the highs, and SPX is right near a big number, which is 6,000. So if that level fails, then it's going to be harder to stay bullish, especially today and the rest of the week. We've seen SPX bounce from 4,800 all the way up to about 60 almost, about 2 months. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a short-term pullback. It'd actually be more healthy for the market to create a sustained move to all-time highs. But the past 2 weeks, especially, you know, today's June 12th, every dip's been bought up. We need to keep in the back of our mind. The trend is still to the upside unless 5,900 breaks. If that fails, you could see another 150-point drop, but we're still well above that level. Yeah, we'll have to watch and see what happens. Yesterday was the first sign of weakness, but we have to be patient and just not just jump quickly into puts here. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So the market gapped down. So what are your thoughts right now in this market?
So basically, we're watching to see if SPX holds 6,000, right? It's at 6,008 right now. On the gap down so far, it's only 2 minutes into the open, but it's holding so far, right? And then if you look here, like Nvidia's green on the day, right? CrowdStrike's making new highs, AVGO almost green, Netflix is green on the day, Microsoft also green. There are some signs of strength in some individual names, individual stocks, but still a little too early to tell if it's gonna pull back really quickly. So typically like the first 15 minutes of the day, the most volatile. So in this type of market, especially after a weekday yesterday, I'm more hesitant to just jump in a trade because first 15 minutes it can be kind of tricky. It's really especially important if you're new and you have a smaller account. You wanna be more in observation mode the first 15 minutes.
None of these graphs look appealing to you?
Not yet. Like yesterday was a weekday. Some stocks are up, some are down. So there's like some mixed signals here. You gotta be a little bit more skeptical after a weekday. It could pop higher the first like 20-30 minutes a day and then reverse back lower, especially after a day of weakness. So you wanna be a little more patient on days like this.
I agree when you tell me it's wrong.
So yesterday I bought this stock called HIMS. I bought 5,000 shares. So kind of looking at this chart here, right? It had a big run from the April lows from 24 up to about 66, 67. And after I started to see it base above 51, I initiated a call. I bought shares near 56.50. So if you look here on my phone, I bought 5,000 shares, average price about 56.50, and I bought this yesterday. So far we're up 16 grand on this trade I bought yesterday. The position is worth almost 300 grand right now. If it goes where I think it's gonna go, back up to all-time highs near 73, definitely gonna get paid on this trade. I mean, you're gonna end up making probably about $75,000. It'll take some time to get back up there, but I think it's bottomed here about 51. We'll have to watch and see where this ends, where this is trading at by July. All right guys, so we jumped in AVGO. So if we look at the chart here, this is the daily chart. AVGO started to bottom out around 241, and today it's breaking out above that previous high at 252. This is where it gapped up last year, December, and it reclaimed that level today. I took calls just a moment ago. So I took the 257.50 calls around $2. We're up a little right now, but we want to see if it can fill that gap up at 259. If so, then these calls will start to pay. So the market's looking better too since the earlier update. SPX held above 6,000. reason at 60.25 now, and it just moved red to green. And QQQ held at 531. I mentioned earlier, it's at almost 533. So let's see if the market can start to really break it back higher. If so, then these AVGO calls can start to pay, but we'll see. Since the last time you guys, last day in the life, I got these EV poncho cards, so this is the whole set. I actually pulled this god pack from this set called Prismatic Evolution, and I got them graded. So I got this in PSA 10, PSA 10, PSA 10, and then the rest are 9. I pretty much like finished my like Pokemon journey, I guess. So yeah, gonna move on to something else now. The AVGO, the calls I bought, moved into money just now, so I just sold a bit of it, 50 contracts, so we're up about, $5 grand here. Bought near $2, it's at 265 right now. So yeah, just taking some profits on the way up at the moment. Yesterday, I guess 2 days ago, I opened up a futures account. People have been telling me for years to start trading futures, so opened an account. Yesterday, I traded ES, which is SPX futures, made about 33,000 in profit, and today I just opened up a position to just dabble a little bit more, open up 8 lots of ES at 60.16, right? ES is at 60.34, so we're up about 7 grand right now on it. So yeah, just kind of getting my feet wet and testing out the waters here to see if we can add futures into the trading day. So yeah.
Yeah, drinking dope turned me to a superhero. Yeah, hit that pill, turned me to a super.
Hey man, what are you doing?
Juan's hungry, so he's forcing me to order him food. Yeah, today's more of a day in the life of Juan, and I'm just a spectator. It's still continuing to bounce higher here, so it's at 60.41 right now, so pretty exciting. The market looks like it wants to get bought up, right? Like I said pre-market to you guys, the theme has been, every dip's been getting bought up, and once again we're seeing that here. Same with QQQ, right? Held at 531 I mentioned right at the open, right? And now it's at 534, so all-time highs near, I think, 541. Maybe all-time highs comes next week. Yeah, a lot of stocks are just holding up really, really well, and tech is looking really strong. Chip stocks also looking super strong. So the AVGO trade we're in, it's in the money now, so we're just gonna see if we can get to 259 and then potentially sell the rest up there. Yeah, we shall see.
All right, so what are you gonna show us?
So one of my members created some like AI photos of me. So if you look here, there's they use Salt Bay, and they put me on there with him sprinkling money. And then this is the prices, right? So I have this thing I do in the chat sometimes where I call it the Brando wheel, which is a play on the WAP wheel. Basically, I'll just give away money if people can guess a certain number, right? And then another member made me hanging out with Elon. Is me riding the Wall Street Bull, carrying some bags of cash, and then there's a take on Jensen from NVIDIA, the CEO. Pretty funny stuff that the members create.
It's crazy how far AI has come, huh?
It's crazy. I would say this one looks like the most real, but that one looks the most like me.
Hold on, that's on my element. I like dark skins, love a melanin, Christian Louboutin. When I'm
All right, Brando, so what's that?
This is called the Labubu. I got this one, I think, 2 days ago. Yeah, my wife is really into Labubu, and we have a lot of the small ones, and this is the one that I wanted. So we got a notification, and we quickly drove to the store and we picked this up. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got wings on the back. It's big. The normal ones are probably the size of this egg, and this is the big one.
So what does something like this run you for?
It's not that much. It's $350, something like this.
What makes them so special or popular?
I guess there's some Korean band that started wearing the small ones on them their bags and stuff, and then all of a sudden it just got really popular. But that looks cool. It's interesting.
All right, so what do you got there?
All right, guys, so we just got our first piece of merch in. So I just got some new hats here, the logo on the front, and then Elite Options on the back. So we're working on some t-shirts right now too, and yeah, I'm gonna be releasing this soon to the public, so stay tuned. Alright guys, it's Brando wheel time. So I make a thread here on Discord, right? I have everyone guess a number from 1 to 100, and the first person to guess it gets $100. And the days that I do it, typically I'll do it probably around 3 times. So just give away a few $100 to the members that are active in the chat room. So let's do one right now, okay? Okay, let's see. The numbers are gonna be 99.
99?
Yeah, so let's see if anyone gets it. Oh, someone almost got it, 98. Oh, you got it, okay. Winner.
Who's the lucky winner?
This guy is short. Okay, let me message him.
Is this the only one you're doing today?
I'm gonna do another one soon. A couple more throughout the day.
What do you call it? The spin?
The Brando wheel.
The Brando wheel.
Because WAP, the company WAP has one called WAP wheel where you spin the wheel every day. But it's hard to win that one. So that's why I created this where like people can actually win money.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got thick but she wanna get Finnegan, drinking apple cider vinegar.
Most of the day has been just a consolidation, right? Like if you look here at this chart, SPX has been stuck in pretty much a 10-15 point range all day. QQQ, same thing, 1.5, 2 point range all day long. The market is holding up, but today is just more of a consolidation day. To give you guys a quick update on that AVGO trade I took, it ended up pulling back. You know, I sold half for a profit and the rest I got out near break even. And the thing is, when the price action is telling you something, it's best to listen versus get stubborn and you want more profit. Like for this trade, I ended up making about 3 grand. If I had held the position the whole time, I would be in the negative. In cases like this where the market's in a consolidation, it's more of a see profit, take profit type of environment. And you need to listen to what the market's telling you. Otherwise, you can end up giving back all your gains and more.
Thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me or love seeking attention? I mean, which one is it?
Alright guys, so we are about to go to the local gun range and shoot a couple of my guns. Let me show you guys what I got. First one here, we got it's called a Honey Badger, right? It's a short barrel rifle with a silencer on it. So yeah, this one's pretty fun to shoot. You actually don't need to wear earmuffs while you're shooting this one because it's so quiet. And then I got my Benelli M4. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of recoil when you're shooting this gun, so really good for home defense too. We got the ammo box. Not a ton of ammo today, but yeah, we got some 300 blackout. We're gonna shoot. We got some bird shot. So pretty good day.
You shoot pretty often, or you go to the range pretty often?
Yeah, I try to go at least once a month. Been slacking lately, but yeah, once a month just to practice and make sure your shot is on point. So.
All right, Brando. So, how's your aim in the range?
Well, we'll find out today. With these guns, like you can't really miss. So, yeah, my aim should be pretty on point, I'd say. Plus, it's a shotgun too, so like if you miss with the shotgun, just.
Oh, and the Honey Badger?
The Honey Badger should be pretty easy to shoot, yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna test out the Benelli M4 right now.
My drugs and took my love, and when I left out the spot, I left the party with the.
Yeah, just put it on your shoulder.
Be no Timex. I'm right now and I'm next. Put the whole game on my neck. Run it up. Bills wherever I reside is quiet.
It's been a while, probably a couple months, I'd say. Normally I try to go once a month, but it's been a little while.
Me and just jury actually, and she say my number to daddy. Used to do field trips up to Gaddy's, used to do road trip to the Natty. Don't take no pics and no. Lights, camera, action. Don't stop, keep going, this relaxing. You coming on tour, how you acting? She see my con, got to asking, yeah, this a.
What was your rating right now and your aim at the training ground, bro?
I would say I would 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
But I couldn't even tell if I was hitting anything though.
I think because I put too many big holes in the target. Probably went through the holes because of the shotgun.
Oh, could be. I mean, how's the range today, man?
Yeah, it was good. It's always good to get outside the house, especially after sitting all day, and going to the range and just practicing your shot. In my opinion, it's really important because number one, you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you actually need to use your gun. So being ready, being prepared, it's really important. And yeah, it's also fun to shoot a gun too. All right, guys, we're gonna go to Atomic Golf. We're gonna go hit some golf balls today, do a little practice, and yeah, I kind of want to see how Juan hits the ball too. So I'm gonna record him, hit a few golf balls, and see how that goes.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hit that house, like, tell me, is you with it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5,
Who's winning it, bro? Probably Juan. Yeah. Who's white? What does the loser have to do? Yeah. Oh, you gotta take a shot. You gotta take a shot.
them rappers wasn't cool. They wasn't cool. I fucked Shireen and went to tell my bros. Then Usher Raymond Let It Burn came on.
Okay, your turn. All right, guys. Juan is about to hit the ball. Let's see how he does. All right, here goes Juan's first self shot. There you go. Second try. One more.
There we go. All right, guys, just did a long drive competition with Juan. I won. I hit 220, and then Juan, I think, got to what, 99 yards, which is, I mean, not bad for like first try. So 254, let's go. Yeah, we just hit a 254, which is pretty good.
It's not if you ever hit on here.
Here, probably like around 260. On a course, I think I hit it like downwind, probably like 290 one time. But it's like downhill with the wind, so you get lucky. We're gonna go to a cocktail lounge, and I'm gonna answer some questions from IG that I posted yesterday. Let's see what kind of questions you guys have, and go from there.
How was today?
Yeah, it's fun, man.
What was the furthest shot you hit today?
We hit 254, 256.
What driver though?
With the driver, yeah, so it's pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good distance for a driver. Yeah, Juan hit it, I think 380. His first time playing hit 380.
I'm driven.
We're gonna go to a bar on the second floor of the Aria, just grab a quick drink and answer some questions from my Instagram story yesterday. So yeah, gonna take you guys up there and show you guys around. I would say there's at least 20 questions, but I'll just answer some of the more interesting questions, yeah.
So where are we at right now?
This place called Proper Eats Food Hall. They have a bunch of different like sort of fast food, but it's actually pretty good food here. But we're at the bar right now, so we're just gonna grab a quick drink and then gonna answer some of those questions from IG earlier. We have old fashioned and just a tequila on the rocks. So.
Why you drink tequila?
I think it's low calorie and there's no mixer, so you just get straight to the point, you know?
How's the tequila? How's it?
It's good, it's good. It's really good.
What's your favorite tequila you got?
I would probably say Clase Azul is my favorite. All right, guys, so first question is, what was the moment you knew you could really do trading full time? For me, I would say after my third year, I made $1 million. After taxes, obviously it's not $1 million, but at that moment to me was a huge milestone, and it gave me a lot of confidence to keep trying harder. For anyone that's like new to trading, like create goals like short, medium, and long term. And as you achieve each step along the way, it'll give you more confidence to actually believe you can do what you say you're gonna do. So I would say my third year was a big year for myself during my trading journey. If you had to start all over with $10,000, what would you do? What would be your position sizes? With the knowledge that I have now, and I started with 10 grand, the first thing that I wouldn't do is I wouldn't try to trade every day. I would wait literally days, weeks, or even months at a time. Wait for a high volatility environment, either a big sell-off or the market on the verge of a big breakout, and then trade. In a given year, you'll see maybe 10 to 12 weeks of high volatility, and those are the best times to grow an account because you can go from 10 grand to 100 grand if you time the market right, which is easy to say, but if you know what to look for, you can really do it. Okay, so this is a question that multiple people ask. How do you trade when you're traveling, either different time zones and internationally? One thing I'll say is this: if you're not a full-time trader, you dabble, just enjoy your vacation. You don't need to trade every single day while you're, with your family, with your wife or your girlfriend. Like, enjoy yourself. The market will always be open. But those of you that do want to trade while you're traveling, trading in Asia is probably the hardest. It's like Vietnam, market opens at 8:30. In Japan, it's 11:30 p.m. If I'm trading from Vietnam, I'll trade maybe 3-4 hours a night, and then Japan maybe 2 hours. It's easiest in Europe. Like the market opens at 3:30. I'll trade 3:30 to like 7:30. Like I said, taking a day off, taking a couple days off, there's nothing wrong with that. The market's always going to have opportunity. Just remember that when you are traveling to it. Someone asked, I want to hear more about your strategy. What do you look for? The number one type of trade that I love are breakout trades, whether it's a multi-month resistance where stock has stopped multiple times and dropped at least 5, maybe 10%. And then all-time high breaks are probably one of the best trades that you can take. And right now, the S&P is near all-time highs. NASDAQ is near all-time highs. And when that breaks, you're going to see market make the next leg higher, and big moves are going to come and a lot of money to be made. Look for multi-month resistance. Look for all-time high breaks in indices and individual stocks. All right, last question is, what was the key to you becoming profitable? And did you ever doubt it was possible? I would say the number one thing that most people don't have is patience. If you can master just being patient, you're gonna beat 90% of traders. What does that mean with trading, being patient? If the market's not moving, you need to control yourself. Don't just jump in a trade because you see something moving a couple points. If the market's in a consolidation period or a consolidation day, you would have the patience to just wait. And then the second part is, did you ever doubt it was possible? I would say even when you make it, you're gonna doubt yourself. Doesn't matter if you're a 7-figure trader, 8-figure trader, or you're brand new. The market will humble you all the time. Doesn't matter how good you are, doesn't matter how much money you've made, you're always gonna doubt yourself. But the number one thing to remember is that if you have a system that works, always stick to it. Even in environments where it may not work for a week or a month, if you are a profitable trader, you need to stick to what works and stay in that lane. That's the most important thing to remember is, doesn't matter 10 years, 20 years, a year into trading, doubt will always be there and you have to accept that.
You so motherfucking dangerous.
I'm looking at the market, just futures. Earlier, I think it was like 9,000. I want to see if I become profitable with it. If I can, which I think I will, then I may include it into a new type of trading service where I'm gonna start alerting futures trades. Like for me, I've been trading options for almost 15 years, so I may try to branch out and start offering, more services to people that do trade futures. All right, guys, so we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna go gamble. Maybe play some baccarat, maybe some black guy, but we'll see. If you come up at all, even $1, that's a win.
How much we're winning today, bro?
We're up $500. We're about $500 in like 10 minutes. So we bought it for 1,000. Like you make $500 that quick, like you gotta walk away. From trading, honestly, like when you're up that quickly, you gotta take profit. Like you there watching me. Like I said, if we win this hand, we're leaving. We're up 300, bet 200, we won the hand, and we bounce.